Welcome everybody, I am Dr. Kirsch and I am delighted to bring to all of you a formal and efficient workout plan for each of the 6 major muscle groups. In my experience, I have witnessed on so many occasions, people do the same common exercises when partaking in any resistance training program. The typical exercises such as the flat bench press, the regular grip lat pull down, the overhead press, or a tricep straight bar push down. Now all of these are very good exercises, but a problem that exists with many people inexperienced with resistance training is not understanding how to develop the entire muscle. Repeating the same exercises over and over and not seeing results. Each of the major muscle groups have multiple muscles, and consistently performing the basic traditional exercises may help, but not adjusting to incorporate different exercises, utilizing different grips, as well as altering workout routines, one may lose out on tone, size, strength, and power. Moving to the legs, they are the largest muscle group and lay the foundation for the entire body. A lot of people may not like to work out legs, but I am here to tell you working out the legs may be the most important part of any exercise regimen. There are over 50 muscles in the legs, however they are broken into 3 main areas. The lower leg, which includes the tibialis, the soleus, and the gastrocnemius, better known as the calves. The upper thigh or front of leg, the rectus femoris, or better known as the quadriceps. And then the back and side of legs, which include the bicep femoris, better known as the hamstring, the glutes or the buttocks region, and then the ab and adductors, the outer and inner thigh muscles. The leg workout will include both unilateral and bilateral exercises. We start our leg workout with the plate-loaded squat machine with calf raise. Technique is vital for any and all leg exercises, especially any squat movement, as hip hingement is key for this exercise. All leg muscles in the upper region, the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes will be targeted, and then the calf and soleus will be targeted during the calf raise portion of this exercise. The weight has been added to the machine. He will now step underneath, place his shoulders into the pads firmly, stand straight up, lift the bar up. He will now adjust his feet to about shoulder width apart, maybe move your feet a little bit further up on the platform. Again, standing tall, he will now hip hinge and lower his body into a 90-degree angle, as you can see, with the leg aligned with the hip, and then explode up. Should be about 2 to 3 seconds on the downward portion. Pause, and then we explode in an upward motion to complete the repetition of the squats. After he completes his last repetition for the squat, he will now move his feet closer together to go into the calf raise. He will go onto the ball of his feet, up onto his toes to contract that calf, as well as the soleus underneath to target the lower part of the leg. He will perform this for about 12 to 15 repetitions after all the repetitions of the squat have been performed. When finished, the tray goes back in position, the bar is lowered, control everything, and step off. For our second exercise, we will perform the dumbbell Bulgarian split lunge or split squat. It is a unilateral movement to isolate both the right and left leg. We will target the upper region of the leg with an emphasis of glute contraction on the upward motion as we push the hips forward. Balance is pivotal for this exercise. We have elected to use 2 dumbbells for this technique. Rudy now will place his non-working foot on the bench, which will provide stability, support, and the balance necessary to perform this exercise. The other leg will be placed a far enough distance away from the bench to allow for a 90-degree angle on the downward motion of this exercise. He is set, you may have to adjust your foot. So as he performs this exercise, he will lower his hips to the floor, bringing his foot to a 90-degree angle. Foot is flat on the floor, as you can see. As we come up now, at the end, bring those hips forward to contract that glute. As you can see, we are targeting the quadricep, hamstring, and glutes for this exercise. As you can tell, balance is required, so you may have to go a little lighter in the weights. It's important that you have the foot flat on the floor. As many reps as he does for the right leg, obviously you would do the same amount of reps for the left leg. For a third exercise, we will perform the barbell RDL, or better known as the Roman deadlift. This is more of an isolation for the hamstring and glutes. It's also an eccentric resistance. It should be performed in a controlled, slower motion because we are actually stretching the hamstring. There are a few important tips to perform this technique. As Rudy approaches the bar, first is the placement of the feet should be just inside shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, feet are flat on the floor. We will pick up the barbell. As he stands straight, the next tip would be have a slight bend in the knee, and then the last one is all about hip hingement. As we get ready to perform this exercise, you'll see the hip hingement with the legs staying straight, the bar going down. As we come up, we will pop the hips through to contract the glutes. So again, on the way down, we are stretching that hamstring, nice slow controlled motion, hip hingement. As we come up now, we will pop the hips through to contract the glutes. For our final exercise in our leg workout, keeping with the theme of developing the entire muscle group, we will perform the sumo deadlift. This will target the ad and abductors, the inner and outer upper thigh area. There are a few important tips to perform this technique. As we approach the bar, the stance. We now should be outside our shoulder width. Toes are under the bar, around 45-degree angle. Think of 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Now we will hip hinge, getting into a deep squat, and our knees should go over our big toe, align over our big toe to target the inner and outer thigh area. The hands will come inside and grab the bar, chest is out, back is straight. We will now stand straight up, pop the hips at the end to contract the glutes. As we come back down again, keeping that knee alignment over the big toe, back straight, chest out, targeting the inner and outer thigh area. As we come up again, we pop the hips to contract the glutes. The ad and abductors are being targeted in this exercise. And this is our final exercise for our leg workout, keeping with the theme of targeting and developing the entire muscle group. Thank you for reviewing our workout videos. Understand that there are other exercises that you can use in your workouts. However, it's about developing the entire muscle group. Your goal, whether it's endurance or hypertrophy, now will be the base for setting your repetition, how many sets, and how many exercises you will perform in each of your workouts. Thank you again.